Hello, and welcome to Partial Recall, a show where we watch a movie and try to tell you about it. I'm Rob.
And I'm Aaron.
And I usually think of something funny to say.
And
derailing it right away.
today, Mr. is normally funny, but today is not. What did we watch?
What the fuck did we watch? Where's
Dark Harvest.
It's all the way over there.
Like the darkest of harvests.
We watched Dark Harvest. Oh no, how am I supposed to read the first sentence?
You can only read as far as you can read. That's it.
All right,
That's the
quick.
rules.
You guys stall while I try to get this sticker off.
Oh no! You suck at stickers.
Okay. I want you to keep all of this in.
I am. Just gonna.
Oh,
Damn, you thinking with portals?
Oh man.
I feel dumb.
All right.
Well, there's still a sticker.
It's only covering the proof of purchase and some of the special features. All right. I'm gonna go for this because this movie was great. So we got a line on the front. So we got Dark Harvest, and we got a real spooky scarecrow, which is not the scarecrow in the movie.
Very misleading.
Very
Oh
misleading.
yeah, it's definitely not.
It's way better.
This was done recently. The line on the front says, "You reap what you sow," which is pretty wild because the main character doesn't sow shit.
Yeah,
But just does all the reaping.
he sowed it by being born, I guess, and
He
abandoned
was
at birth.
adopted.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then the tagline on the back is, "It will scare the crop out of you."
That's what sold me. That's what got me to buy it.
Boo! I think they
That was
like
terrible.
I feel like that's like a recent update because they must have known like the movie was bad, and so they were like, "Well, let's just people are going to make fun of it. Let's just make fun of it first."
It's a good tactic.
And of course, Aaron bought this movie based on the first line on the back of the box. So we are going to read the first line on the back of the box. When Sean Connell inherits an old family farm deep in the mountains of West Virginia, he gathers a group of friends to make the trip and collect his inheritance. That's the first line. And that's
pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's
pretty
straight
accurate.
up. That's plot.
all right.
But spooky things happen in the middle of nowhere.
But what they uncover as they make their way further and further into the backwoods is a family line marked by bloodshed, and that, even after several lifetimes, evil endures. All it takes is one blood moon. Prepare to reap what you sow.
So I do want to call something out, is they don't really uncover anything in this movie. It's just
No.
one character explains the backstory of it about a third of the way into the movie. And then that's it. No more exposition. We just get to go from there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so there's no mystery past that point.
No.
And actually, there's not really any mystery because as we play the movie behind us while we film these, and you kind of get the backstory for the scarecrows to begin with.
It happens right away.
Yeah.
Like the opening shot is who? Lyndon B. Johnson, FDR.
FDR.
FDR talking about the Great Depression or some famine that happened in the 1930s America. He's
Talking about a bowl.
they make like the Dust Bowl, but he's talking about how there's no like all the corn. He's like seeing
so
fields of
blasted
dead
by heat
corn
that
that they
they
failed to
cannot be
harvest, and then the
harvested.
very first shot
I
of
shall
the
never
movie
forget
after that
field
is
after
a field
field
of
of
lush
corn.
growing corn. So FDR is full of shit.
Full of shit.
I think that's the whole like he's doing blood sacrifices, and that's why his farm is growing, but nobody else's is.
Well, yeah, we discover that. So sheriff and deputy go to man's farm. Elijah.
They are definitely. He's wearing a fedora like any sheriff should,
And a mustache.
He's got his Bloods bandana hanging out the back of his pants.
He does.
They look very official.
Yeah, and man, Elijah, who we'll find later is father of main character. Grandfather of protagonist. And Elijah's out there scything his crops.
And his hair.
And it's very yellow.
But sometimes kind of blue.
Sometimes kind of blue. And anyway, they go out there because his wife is missing, and he goes, well, you know, and then the sheriff's like, can I look around? And he goes, yeah, sure, get in to hide.
I love that they're like, she's missing, and he goes, nuh-uh. He goes, yeah, huh? We heard from a chatterbox
Heard it from a
downtown,
friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another friend.
and he's like, oh yeah, she went out of town to see her sister.
She'll be back when she settles down. You know, women.
It's like, what?
But so the sheriff takes a look around, deputy takes a look around, and sheriff goes up to the scarecrow, which is doing some scarecrow business. Oh, because the scarecrow
moved.
falls over.
I didn't see
Oh,
that.
I didn't see that
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was just being a fucking nosy
Looking
ass.
at a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, but no, the head like bobs down.
Yeah, head bobs down. Sheriff takes the mask off the scarecrow or hood, I guess.
I'm so confused who that is. It's
That's
not
his wife.
That's not his wife.
That's his wife.
That's a man.
That's a woman.
What?
I think that's supposed to be his wife.
It's someone's crucified.
Yeah. They got a body at that slow dance. Like,
Yeah, anyway, sheriff runs in and gets fucking got.
holy fuck!
Shit.
Damn, he got shot to a... Oh, he gets shotgun, okay. And then the deputy runs in with his pea shooter that shoots actual peas. Like, that thing is so tiny. It's a BB gun.
It's cute and adorable.
It's the
Deadly.
tiny cricket from Men in Black. He fires exactly 6 shots because it's a revolver. And Elijah goes down.
Oh man, the white socks. Man, the cops look like shit.
Yeah.
They look so bad.
And then we get a close-up on Elijah and the cop dying, and they're both just breathing.
Yeah, we thought they were actually like maybe still alive or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part of the movie happens.
The credits.
9 minutes of credits.
However, we do, before we get there, would like to point out that someone has the name of Booty Chuty?
Booty chewing.
Tuning.
Tuning.
Yeah.
Booty chewing. We're going to refer to them as booty chewing for the rest of the movie. Well, they have a very, very brief role.
Sequels.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
They're also in Dark Harvest 2.
And
The Maze.
Dark Harvest 3? Ooh. Tune in next week for Dark Harvest 2.
Yeah.
The maze. Smelled like corn.
Yeah, smelled like corn.
So we've now established that Farmer Man
Elijah.
Elijah has been doing blood sacrifices,
Dark magic.
dark harvesting. He's been doing the darkness to do the harvest, and so he's been doing some kind of blood ritual in order to keep his crops cropping in the Great Depression, in the 1930s, and then we cut to
Present day, aka the 90s.
1992, which is when the movie came out.
Yeah, so
I'm so confused. Like, so Elijah dies right there.
yes.
And his wife really did go see her sister?
No.
Oh,
she
good
dead?
point.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Where is the kid?
No,
that
where's
will
his
birth
dad?
The main
maybe,
character.
Maybe that's how, because our main character is adopted.
Right.
Sean, what was his last
They-
name?
Connell.
But it was a different last name.
Well, Baker is what his name is not.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not a Baker, I'm a Connell.
Yeah.
Not a baker, I'm a cop.
Booty
Chuty.
That's not a real name.
That's a real ass name.
is a real name.
That's amazing.
Anyway, yeah, so we cut to modern day
In the 90s.
in the 90s.
The sideburns and the continuity are just in spades.
We cut to Sideburns,
And wallet chains.
and Sideburns is talking to Lawyer Man. And now we're going to get an extremely unnecessary amount of like plot. Like we have to establish why Homeboy is about to go to his farm, but we also have to establish like legal precedent for him getting an inheritance.
Well, actually, they don't establish at this point that they're going to go to the farm. He's just getting the inheritance. And they just exposition dump.
No, because the guy says you should go there and take a look around.
But he doesn't want to. It's his stupid girlfriend that.
It is his
convinces him.
stupid girlfriend.
It is.
But I want to point out there's one scene in it that is just completely out of place in that.
Yeah.
Or not one scene, one shot. They like stand up, and then for some reason they're in a different room on a different day with different hair.
His main character's hair will change a lot. It is
If you
impossible to
want
know.
to watch this movie at home, I would definitely take a shot every time his hair changes.
Oh my god, you
That'd be
would
fun
die.
as hell, yeah.
You're trying to kill people.
He's sometimes Pete Wentz, and sometimes it's just long and curly. It's It's a lot.
Yeah.
But then they come out of the bar after they meet with the lawyer. They come out of the bar with his girlfriend, Jessica, and 2 other people that we never see again, right?
Well, he comes out of the bar. The lawyer is there with his girlfriend.
That's the
Oh, that was the
lawyer?
lawyer?
I swear to God, I think it's the lawyer.
I thought it was a different dude.
You thought it was a different.
Yeah, he's wearing like a.
Well, he's wearing a different shirt,
Yeah.
but that's just because it was post bar.
Why would they?
You don't go to the bar in your lawyer outfit, or do you?
If you're doing business at the bar,
Well, he's not doing business at the bar. He's doing business in his office.
maybe he's studying for the bar.
At the bar.
No, he passed the bar. He's always a lawyer. Anyway,
No.
so we get some backstory. We get some exposition.
That makes no sense. His girlfriend was dating the lawyer,
And he was dating the lawyer's girlfriend.
but
Does that ever come up?
why does
again?
No.
why does the lawyer? Why is he handling this?
Because
And
he
why
has
is he all
to.
sweaty?
He's so sweaty.
Why is he looking down?
Take a look around, decide what you want to do, and then give us a call.
I feel like the lawyer is looking too far down.
County, West Virginia.
Well, he said he was a big boy.
No,
Just trying to-
Just trying to find out.
Staring at his tits? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see that massive hog, man.
He is a hot lawyer.
So he. What did he do?
I don't know, because there's a lot of exposition in the scene, but not a whole lot of plot happening. Because basically, the lawyer scene is just to establish that he's inherited a house, and then the scene after the bar with his girlfriend is just to establish that they should go to the house with their friends.
And it's that takes up so much time in the movie.
Yeah.
So much time. And
We're halfway through the lawyer scene this whole time we've been talking.
Yeah.
yeah. And so we're gonna lawyer, we're gonna meet outside, it's gonna be nighttime but also daytime.
But I don't want to get too far ahead, because I also want to harp on the technical issues of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because this movie looks bad.
It's really interesting. Most times it's shot on film, right? 1992. And most times it looks soft and grainy. And sure, it's
Very
an older
grainy.
movie.
Yeah.
Fine. We accept that. That's just what movies looked like back then. If they were shot on like cheap film. The problem is that every now and then we get a couple of shots where like everything is in focus and everything looks great.
Mm-hmm.
And those stand out like a sore thumb. And it makes everything around it look
His
terrible.
hair's long.
Yeah, now and he stood
continuity
up
errors.
into a green office and now his hair is long.
And the lighting is way more dramatic, and
Yeah.
there's the grains. This looks bad.
Like he's being lit from directly in front of him. You can see the catch light in his eye. The light is directly in front of him, but the light on the lawyer is far off to the left.
and now they're back in the first room.
And now they're
His
up in
hair
a
is
different
back to
office.
normal.
Yeah. But that must have been filmed on a different day. That must have been a pickup line that they thought they absolutely needed. But I don't think so, right?
And it's not.
See, I think that's
Is that supposed to be?
No
no, that's a
way.
different guy.
Yeah.
That's got to be.
it's just a pudgy
similar-
white guy with a goatee.
Yeah.
The lawyer. There's lots of pudgy white men with goatees.
Yeah. Like,
What, working stiffs?
I'm thinking about gaining 30 pounds and getting a goatee.
Oh. All right. So pub.
so you're out.
But not only does it just like continuity issues between shots, there's focusing issues, but then there's also like tracking issues, like the cameraman's like narcoleptic sometimes.
It's like he's spaced out and he's like, oh shit. Like,
It's bad
Scene
in these
moved.
opening scenes where the cameraman has to do any kind of move because it's not a tripod. Like the camera doesn't really move ever, but it does like pan and tilt sometimes, kind of. And they're about to do a pretty long oneer, and a oneer is just a shot where there's no cuts. So like they don't cut to a different camera angle. They don't cut to a close up. Okay, I guess the camera might be on a dolly here. Actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So they're going to do this long oneer, and it cuts from daytime to nighttime. The oneer's coming up. This movie is so fucking boring.
And also, it's like the lighting is on the side, not above them, so there's just harsh shadows on the wall behind them. It just looks bad.
Yeah, their light stand was 5 feet tall, and so they are casting shadows directly behind them most of the time. It's very interesting.
I wouldn't say interesting necessarily, very amateur.
Well, okay, so he's now hanging out with his girlfriend outside the bar,
His girlfriend Jessica.
and she looks like brunette Starfire from The Boys.
She really does.
She does. And so they're hanging out, having a good time, and he's telling her about his new farmhouse property. And she's like, oh, we got to go look at it. And he goes, nah. And she goes, yeah. And he goes, okay, let's bring all our friends.
But no, let's not bring our friends because some of them are bitchy.
Yeah.
And then we're going to cut after that to a car, a 4x4.
The 4x4.
It's really important. It's a 4x4.
The 4x4, and they stop at a general store,
Yep.
Yeah.
and there's some casual racism.
There's some very vague racism where we're not sure who is intended to be racist against who because it just doesn't come up again.
Yep. And he just wants to use the bathroom, and then
Who?
Brian,
Brian.
and then also Alex comes in, and then everyone, our hero starts making jokes that she needs a tampon or something.
She needs
bitch-
bitch strength Midol.
Oh, that's right.
Like
Jesus Christ.
she did. Everyone sort of insulted each other in that general store.
Yeah.
It felt like unnecessary.
All right.
It didn't feel
char-
friendly.
Who are the characters that are in the car? Name them all.
Okay. Angela.
Yep.
Sean.
Which one's Angela? We got. I need a little bit more than that.
She is the British one
She's British.
for some reason.
Yep.
British.
Sean, main character. Brian, black guy. Brian's girlfriend,
Angela.
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 Yep.
No, wait. We already said Angela.
Yeah.
The British girl is dating
The British
Brian.
girl is, oh, fuck. I said her twice.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Jessica, his girlfriend.
Yep.
And then the two lesbians.
Darcy.
Angie? No, that's Angela.
No, that's Angela. Darcy and Alex.
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah.
Darcy and Alex. So those are our 6 main characters.
It's taboo. I hate that. 5. Should be 5.
What
Yeah.
do we learn about any of them?
We know that they're all dating.
Yep.
They're all in couples.
They're all
and
really
Alex-
comfortable with each other.
And Alex is a bitch.
Alex is a bitch.
And that's it. I don't think anyone else has much character.
Darcy and Alex are lesbians.
Yes.
Angela is British. That is all of the character we're going to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the intention was that we're not supposed to like Alex, but she's the only one that is likable because she's the only one with any really
character.
distinct personality.
There's some racism when Brian needs to take a shit.
Thank you.
There we go. Now we're in focus. For what?
Whoa. There's some sexism when
There's some sexism when
Alex comes in for some reason.
We're women and not possessions. Asshole.
Oh, and then the convenience store owner is also like, ooh, that house you just inherited is haunted or something.
It's that classic, like, ooh, don't go down that way. No one goes down that
Yeah,
way.
you don't want to go down that road. That road down there is haunted.
Yeah.
All the townsfolk know it. So they decide not to heed spooky old man's warnings, and they all go to the house.
Talk shit on it right away.
Yeah, so there's like a tree in the center of the frame that has a hole in it. Thought that would be something, but it's not.
Nope.
They said it was from the 30s and no one's lived there since. And I pictured like super run down. Because it's been
It is
60
I mean,
years.
it is pretty
It's
run
pretty
down.
run down.
Pretty
Well,
grimy.
it's like livable.
I mean, yeah, still got
They
paint on
hang
it.
out in it. They're not like, it's not like got holes in the walls.
It's not
But it
falling
doesn't
down.
have any plumbing. We know that.
Yep.
Yep, they can't shit, shower, shave.
No
none of it.
fridge.
No.
Which is like a main plot driver is like going to get ice to keep pizza
God, is
good.
to keep,
or to keep
yeah,
beer like cold
because they complain about it being room temperature.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Cowards.
So they're at the house now. Everyone is bitching about it. They
Except
realize
for Jessica, she's gung ho. Oh man, we
Yeah,
forgot
she's
about this
very
shot.
positive.
This shot is great. So, any future filmmakers out there, when someone is talking, make sure that their reflection is in glass and is in focus, and
no,
then
not in focus.
not in focus, but then. What the fuck is this shot?
I don't know.
The guy talking is reflected in glass, not like a mirror, and he's out of focus. And then Alex is also talking back to him, and she's not really in frame. She's like, it's like just most of her head.
Well, yeah, like I said, they can't cut for. They wanted to do oneers. They wanted to make it like interesting, but it just feels like it's. The oneer feels slow. It's like slowing down the pace to a point where it's not like changing the pace or feeling relaxing or tense or off-putting. It's just making it kind of awkward. Yeah. So we take the 4x4 to the house. We see some train tracks and a tree.
I don't remember those before.
Any of this?
Yeah, unimportant.
Oh
Both
yeah,
of
by
those
the way,
items.
yeah, it was blue. Now it's yellow again.
Yeah.
Very common theme of this movie is blue and yellows.
Man, we are struggling with this fucking movie. So
We just got to get through this exposition shit.
I know. So
Okay.
everyone's bitching.
Everyone's bitching, and they're
Except for
like,
Jessica, she's super positive,
She's all for it.
excited about being because it's her idea. She feels guilty.
they start smoking pot and drinking beer and eating pizza, and they run out of ice.
Right.
And we're just skipping. I'm just piling through some of this boring shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
They went into the house and there's like one photo this big on the wall,
It's like a green room.
which he like knocks out later.
Oh yeah, but he gets
they
like
make
right,
some
he gets right
joke.
up on it.
Sean makes some joke to Brian about having a big penis.
Yeah.
He says that the
And-
lesbian is mad that his dick is bigger.
But then Alex later makes a joke that she has a bigger dick than him.
Correct.
And then
There's zero
Darcy-
dong in here though.
there is no why
There's
why
no
there's
dong.
never-
1992, zero dong.
There's never any dong in these movies. We get like 16 pairs of tits and zero dong. It's
Zero dong.
Bullshit.
I know. Hang more dong.
Dong penis gate.
Yeah. More penis 2024. That's
Anyway.
my platform.
Let's just get back to the convenience store. So,
Yeah.
so Jessica comes in. They're all smoking pot, and Alex is being bitchy, and they need ice. And Sean's like, "All right, let me hit the pipe one more time, and then I'll go get ice." And that's when he goes back to the convenience store in the middle of the night, and
What is
happened?
into booty tuning?
Booty tune.
Well, no, first off, old man racism isn't there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the middle of the night.
It's the middle of the night. Yeah, of course he's not
banging on
there.
his-
And so he walks up to the convenience store, and the convenience store is empty. There's no one there at the convenience store. We get a close up of him trying to steal some ice, and then a woman goes, "Hey, what you doing there? Can I help you?" And he goes, "Oh shit, I didn't see you there, and neither did we, because she didn't was there." I fucked up that sentence, but I was gonna keep going. She didn't was
Never
there.
cut. If we
Yeah.
learned one thing from this movie,
We learned-
never cut.
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep trying that fucking lighter in the outtakes.
Oh, man.
So he's like, "Oh, I didn't see you there," and she's like, "Yeah, I'm about to dump all of the plot of this movie on you right now.
Get ready.
So buckle up." And it almost like, so she just starts talking about fucking the movie.
And her face is about to fall off the entire time.
Yeah, there's a weird prosthetic that looks awful. It looks like it just wasn't put on all the way, and they were like, "We
looks-
don't have time."
Looks like she has like two of the worst herpes outbreaks on either side of her.
Yeah, like her face is
chin.
just peeling off.
I thought she was almost like a ventriloquist doll because it had the harsh lines like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But I
I
think
thought
they're-
it was something. It's just bad makeup, I guess.
She's supposed to be dead. Like,
We don't know that yet.
she's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, we don't know Maggie's dead, but anyway, Maggie is played by
Spoilers.
Booty Chewing.
I knew she was dead.
And Booty Chewing proceeds to tell her. Booty Chewing proceeds to tell
Booty chewing.
him, Sean, the plot.
She's like, your grandpa done did it. He was a nice man.
Killed
He went to
people.
church a lot. And then all of a sudden he started turning hard out of nowhere.
He did.
Like,
like
he stopped going to church and now he's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Same.
And he murdered a bunch of people so that he could grow corn.
Yeah.
And all of the murdered spirits seek vengeance on your shitty grandfather.
I love it too because Sean's like trying to leave the whole time. He's like, hey, I really got to get going.
Yeah. It turns into like the timing is almost comedic because he goes to move and she goes, "And one more thing."
Yeah. It's like, oh my God.
So I'm gonna go back to the car. And I remember when I was a little girl.
So,
I have more important information for you.
yeah.
Listen. I just came for ice. I'm just gonna.
Keep
Before
ice.
you leave,
There's no ice.
Yeah, if you don't have any ice, I'm gonna fucking skedaddle.
queer thing
Yeah.
is what happened up at the old Baker Farm.
Okay, ma'am.
So he gets all the details of what's happening and he's like, whatever, old lady, that's crazy. And he goes to the car and then does he hear a noise? Or why did he look back?
Because she disappeared, bro.
He was gonna say something to her or something. And there's a musical sting and her chair's rocking.
And both me and Gareth yelled. Why?
She's only 37.
how did you know my...
She's fast as fuck.
Fucking both of you.
I didn't get ghost though. I got like she's fast
Real
as fuck.
fast?
Yeah.
It looks more like
It
someone.
looked like she was like, okay, go. Like, and the
Well, yeah,
rocking
because
chair
the
was
rocking
like,
chair's like rocking, so she's like,
yeah. She just dove off screen. Like,
oh god.
Like if the camera just like panned over a little bit, she's like laying on the ground. And,
oh,
like,
here I
just
go
tries to-
now.
No, the camera pans over and you just hear as she's running through the fucking corn. So we
I had to run away, but I tripped and broke my hip.
Yo.
he then blames grandma on weed.
Yeah, he goes, that's some good shit. Or was he saying?
Like that's some good weed or something.
Some good
Something
weed.
like that. So anyway, they don't get any ice. That sucks. What a failure.
Pizza's gonna go bad.
Pizza's gonna go bad, but that's okay because we get to see his armpits.
Hey,
yeah.
he wakes up and there is a woman drowning in his armpits.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Um,
Pit. It's a pit.
He wakes up. It takes him so long to wake up.
Everyone's real eepy.
Everyone's real hungover.
Except for Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of those insufferable fucks that doesn't get a hangover.
Yeah.
Just wakes up feeling chipper and refreshed.
5 a.m. Like, good morning.
Yeah, but she. So they drink coffee, but where'd they get the water?
Maybe the ice melted that they had. Well, they didn't have any
They
ice.
didn't have any ice.
Maybe they got it from the pond. They were just like,
Ugh, that gross,
God,
disgusting
they're drinking
pond.
pond coffee.
Ugh.
there's nothing wrong with pond coffee, Robert.
That's what the cavemen used to drink.
Yeah, my ancestors drank pond coffee.
God,
Like,
you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for pond coffee.
guarantee you they drink pond coffee.
So they drink some pond coffee. They talk about
They're going to talk about what their plans to do today. So they're going to go check out the barn and the pond.
yeah.
Because they're like, good, because I need a shower. It's like, what the hell? Like in the pond?
Oh, man.
It's gonna be worse.
I feel like you'd smell worse.
You would smell worse.
So Brian, Sean, and Alex go off to the barn. And apparently there's 2 barns on the property. So that's cool. Because it's very clearly a grain silo with like a red barn or something. And then it's a different barn.
They cut to a massive barn.
Yeah. And then they walk inside and Brian's like, man, I was expecting to see like chainsaws and shit. And then they walk upstairs and there's chainsaws and shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Alex is a photographer, which doesn't
Sure.
mean anything. It doesn't matter. It's not like she gets killed because she's trying to take photos of stuff. It's not like she takes a photo that's important. She just has a camera.
I don't know why.
Maybe that was supposed to be like one of those little like character, like establishing character moments.
Little idiosyncrasies or
Yeah,
something.
you know,
but
like, ooh, I wonder what she does outside of this movie.
I wonder what any
She
of them
got
do.
hobbies.
Yeah, she has hobbies. She has her own life. And then we all go swimming.
And there's so much tits.
Yeah,
It's
they
a
just cut
aggressive
to
amount,
they cut
yeah.
to 2 asses tanning on.
That's what I mean. These friends are really comfortable with each other.
They
Yeah.
couldn't figure out any place to hide the boom mic.
Nope. So all the audio is coming from the camera, which is like 40 feet away. Some of the shots feel like not specifically these, but like some of the shots in the movie are like from super far away, and the camera's like never moving, so it almost feels voyeuristic. But the camera also has like a slight bob every now and then. So it feels, sometimes it feels like what they were trying to do was make us in the eyes of the killer. That's what I felt like sometimes, but it's not consistent enough to really give me that feeling every single time. So it just feels like a fucking mistake.
Yeah, and given the fact that everyone's naked, it makes it a little bit more creepy.
It's
yeah.
weird. Yeah.
And so they swim for a bit.
But
We-
remember, Sean wants to go exploring.
he wants
Yeah.
to,
He's like, he said, don't go down that road right there. So I'm going to go down that road right there.
We'll go down that road. And
yeah,
so
he wants to go look at some styrofoam graves.
And his girlfriend is completely naked and is like, hey, why don't you get into the pond with us?
with
all of us.
and the lesbians and Brian and his girlfriend, we're all
everybody's
butt
naked.
naked except for Brian. He might have. We didn't see his dong.
No, refuse to see his dong. We
saw
see bush.
We see everything on everyone else except for penis.
Fucking 1 out of 10, unwatchable. So he goes and takes a secret path,
Yeah.
And he goes, and Aaron, you're the expert in this area.
Oh yeah, he goes to the graveyard, the family plot. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
does
saw
he
a
find
big
there?
ass tombstone.
There's a couple big
It's like a
ones.
foot thick.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
I guess some of those old ones get wild. And then it pans over to the fakest looking tombstones ever.
With whiteout.
Yeah,
for the
like
names.
sidewalk chalk on there. Like
But
never
those are the
forget.
two. Those are the two important ones, though.
I forget what they said, but it was pretty.
One was Elijah, and one was Maggie.
Yep.
Maggie.
Was the woman that he saw rocking on the chair, which is also the wife of the grandpa.
Yeah, booty chewing.
Booty Tootin is Maggie Baker, who is Sean's grandma, who's
Yes.
the wife of Elijah Baker, who killed the people in the 30s.
Correct.
There you go. That's the whole
No,
plot.
no.
Yeah. No, that's it.
Yeah.
Maggie can't be the
That's
grandma.
Maggie.
Yeah,
Well, I know that's Maggie, but like,
Maggie was also in the grave. It said
Yeah, that was-
Margaret.
oh, I get that, but
that's his grandma.
then how did he get here?
We don't know. We genuinely. He's adopted.
He got adopted.
Okay.
He got adopted from the barbershop.
Where is his dad? How did his dad have a baby?
Before he murdered his wife. I don't know. We don't actually learn anything about the fucking, or maybe we do, and this movie's just that uninteresting.
It could also be this movie doesn't have very many continuity errors, but that might be one of them we just found.
I have no idea where
Oh no, a plot hole.
A plot hole in this movie.
we driving in and out,
So yeah, he sees his mom booty chewing, or his grandma,
or some random lady.
He sees her grave in his grandfather's grave.
and then when does he hear a noise? What happens there? Like,
No, he just gets freaked out because she's the ghost.
I'm confused too because he saw a grave that said Maggie,
yeah.
and he'd met a woman named Maggie, and,
then-
he's
and then
automatically like ghost. Like I gotta go book it back to
That's
the house.
all you need.
Well, yeah, humans can't run out of their chairs that fast.
You're
Did
right.
we miss the scene where he cuts himself on some scarecrow's jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
sorry.
so this is what causes the blood oath.
Oh, is that what's supposed to happen? I
Yeah,
I have
because
no
the
clue,
ground
yeah.
is going to boil when he walks away. Look,
Yeah,
right
'cause
here.
he's part xenomorph.
I kind of
There
figured
it
it was
is,
just. I figured it was just a haunted corn maze, but I guess
No.
it needed the blood.
Yeah,
They
why does
need
it
the
need the
blood.
blood
It
moon
doesn't.
then?
It doesn't.
It doesn't need a blood moon. There's no blood moon.
That was a coincidence?
No, that's just on the back of the fucking box.
Oh, it said it here too. Maggie was like, "Hey, it's a blood moon."
Oh, I
Remember, it's in the dialogue.
God, this
Oh,
movie
it's not a blood
sucks.
moon. Oh, yeah, it is a blood moon. A harvest moon. A
Harvest
blood
moon.
She said both of those because I made a Lord of the Rings joke in my head.
You want to share it with us?
Well, yeah, it's like when you look at the sun and you're like, "Oh, there's blood's been shed this night."
Oh.
Like,
The red sun
Yeah.
rises. Blood has been spilled this night.
exactly.
So,
Anyway,
Did anyone break their toes after that?
Brian and an English girlfriend with the worst accent.
Yes, it's like pornography minus the depth.
You're jealous.
Walking
Angela?
accent of
Angie.
Angie.
Yeah.
They go back
So-
to
Wait, so hold on. So yeah, they're all having like a five-some.
I have no idea.
In-
I don't think
in the
so
pond.
because when they walk back, he's still like trying to sleep with her.
Why is there never any dong in these things?
I know.
More dog.
More dong, more dong, more dong. Get your dick out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they're just
that's right.
legitimately skinny dipping,
Yeah, they were just skinny dipping.
Just
And,
skinny dipping
and he went back to get more
in
beer.
the most mosquito-ridden pond I've ever seen in my life.
oh yeah, pond scum everywhere.
Ew. You're gonna swim there?
Fucking vile. I feel bad for the actors. Like some creepy directors over there. Just get naked and I'm getting the
your
dirty
shirt off.
water. I'm gonna stand over there. I like to watch.
I think they went back to the house to get the beer
Right. Yeah.
just to go back to the pond.
because Angela looked like she was
Lactating from her hair.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
her hair was real sweaty. Like
But she notices something.
Mhm.
What does she notice?
that.
The scarecrows.
stupid
are
scarecrows.
moving in.
Look closer.
Except
Yeah,
for-
we don't.
But they're still up on the cross thing. So are they like just like
Moving the cross.
Yeah.
like hopping up to the house or
Which
something?
also that does not matter because it doesn't come up.
No.
No.
We don't see them move again. We don't establish the crosses move or the scarecrows move or any of that.
No.
She just Angie just like, oh my god, the scarecrows, they got closer. And Brian's like, are we trying to fuck or what? Like, and she goes, yeah, and then they leave.
Yep. She said
And-
later tonight.
I'm all chubbed up here, babe.
She's like, we
gonna
only
do
got like
something
an
about this,
hour
or-"
left of sunlight.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna fuck all night.
Yeah, pretty much.
My Cialis is gonna wear off in 45 minutes. Let's move.
I took it way too early.
I figured when we were all naked in the pond, we'd start fucking, but no.
Nope.
And my
That's-
phone is
that's
still
for
on daylight
nighttime.
savings. Anyway, so they go. Do they go back to the pond and then everyone gets
They
out?
do. That's
go
when
back to the pond
the
and we see
lesbian
more
couple
titties.
is making out.
Oh yeah, no,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then
It's just
they-
an excuse to get more tits in the movie.
It really
Let's-
is,
let's
yeah.
Just move on.
gratuitous.
And then they all get out of the pond and what? Go home?
Yeah, because it's
They all
dark
go
now.
home, and then they're all complaining that Sean still hasn't shown up.
Yeah,
Right.
Because he's running. Is that what he's doing? He's running
I'm
on the
assuming he's-
road. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, in the time it took for Sean to find the tombstones and run back to the house in a panic.
it's dark.
Yeah, but like everyone else had time to skinny dip at the lake, come home, grab beer, go skinny dipping again, presumably have a 5-way orgy or something, and then come back to the house. So maybe he just runs really slow.
Yeah, but he comes home and he's like, "We got to get the fuck out of here."
It's like, I'll explain later, and then he explains everything.
Yeah, well, they argue with him. They're like,
He goes, "We don't have time. We have to leave." And they go, "Why?" And he goes, "All right, we got time."
All right, we got time.
let me tell you why we're rushed. Like,
All right, JK, we got time. And then he proceeds to tell the other characters the plot of the movie.
yep.
And they all go, you're fucking crazy, bro. You're crazy. That's crazy. The shit you said is crazy. And then he goes, come on, we got to go to the car. And then what? Angela? No, Alex.
Alex.
She's like walking out of the house, and it's like, if there's any scary ghosts out here, blah 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 blah. It's wow. I hope nothing
Yeah,
bad
if there's
happens
a
to you.
scary ghost down here, may he strike me dead.
May he strike me through the chest with a scythe.
And then she gets struck through the chest with a scythe.
Whoops. She was 2 weeks away from retirement too.
Her pension. No.
But she gets like, okay, so we kind of see her like standing to the side of the house.
But this is when the movie actually kind of gets good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything before this is sucked.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still technical issues out the wazoo, and
well,
nothing's in focus.
and the dialogue is
this is
awful.
when they lose their focus puller.
The acting is stilted, and everything's bad, but it's fun now.
But now it's fun. So she gets stabbed directly through the chest, standing to the side of the house, and you get to see the scarecrow just well lit, just kind of
Yeah, there's no like
saunter up and then chunk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just takes like 3 steps. Like, gah. It's pretty fun.
And she,
always show your monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Right away,
and
fully
boy,
lit.
howdy, is that thing bad?
That is
It's
a rubber
bad.
mask if I've ever seen one.
Scooby Doo shit.
yeah,
She falls over and dies,
and no one really cares.
and no one. Well, everyone.
Darcy kinda cares.
Darcy
they
cares.
care because the keys are in her pocket. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, Darcy like just falls the fuck apart immediately because Darcy is Alex's girlfriend,
Yep.
and so
They run inside the house and they try to get through on the back door.
yeah, they try to go to the back door, but a scarecrow hand peeks out,
Oh yeah, he's all like, "Rah."
So Brian barricades the door shut with his body.
and then
and then a chair.
No. He
No.
gets stabbed through the door.
Oh yeah, he gets stabbed through the door.
he
in
gets
his
stabbed
shoulder.
through the door, like it goes into his shoulder, creeps
Yeah.
down to his leg, and then comes back out of his shoulder, like because he gets stabbed in the shoulder and then immediately starts limping.
And blood is everywhere. just
Does
like-
he walk with his shoulder?
And then Sean goes, Jessica, the chair, and she
Yes.
barricades the door.
With the littlest grandma chair.
Yeah.
It's a knob though. It can still. That's not how that works.
No.
Pretty good.
And so
That's one of those things where it's like that they were storyboarding and she barricaded it but then the door was the way it was, and they're just fuck
they
it.
were like,
We're
you know
gonna roll
what?
with
It's
it.
close enough. This is
Yeah.
what we have to work with.
Yeah.
They all escape.
No, now they're hiding in the bedroom now.
Yes. And they're like, okay, we need to leave. But the keys are on Alex's body.
Yep.
And isn't it 2 of them are going to go make a break for the keys?
So then they all decide to they walk out to the porch to make a plan
Yeah. Outside in the open.
outside in the open where Alex just got killed.
And Sean is like, I'm gonna sacrifice. They're after me.
Yeah,
He keeps
Sean-
saying that throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, there's no mystery around that either.
Yeah.
No, and
they
he-
are not.
They are not.
In a traditional movie, they wouldn't know why they were getting attacked or something, and then Sean would put the pieces together later. But he right off the bat's like, "Oh, they just want me. I'll distract them or something."
Because it's my bloodline and my dad did or great whatever the fuck did stuff.
By the way, he does an awful job distracting them.
He really does.
So Alex is decapitated, dehanded and footed, and crucified.
Do we actually see in the movie she get decapitated? No.
In the outtakes, she gets
Yeah,
decapitated.
yeah. At the end credits, yeah.
Yeah, there's some good outtakes at the end credits. Stuff they didn't use. But anyway.
I think she just gets stabbed and then falls down.
And gets decapitated off
And
camera. I
then you
suppose.
see her torso on a cross
Yeah.
later. That's when they revised their plan. They're like, oh, well, now both of us are going to go look for the keys. Because Sean was going to run and distract them while another person went to grab the keys. But now they're both going.
Yeah. So now Sean and the British girl, Angela, are going to go get the keys off of Alex's body while Jessica, Darcy, and wounded Brian... What the fuck
Make
is
their way
plan?
to the barn.
They're formulating a plan, the three of them.
Yeah, to head to the barn to get weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they're doing at the barn? I thought they were just hiding.
Were they going to get weapons?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
They were going to the... I don't even know if they were going to the barn because they were standing there at first and then they got attacked. And then they left. Like, I think they were waiting for the keys.
And then they got spooked.
I think they got spooked
and then just ran to the barn.
Yeah, and they Scooby-Dooed their way to the barn.
But he has a hurt leg because he got stabbed in the shoulder.
Yeah.
So he has a limp.
Got that nerve that connects your shoulder to your foot.
So they go to the barn, right?
It's my favorite line in the movie where they go, maybe those things can't climb ladders. Like,
Any luck, they won't be able to climb the ladder.
because they go up into the hayloft. I was like,
Well, they close the door to the barn, these massive barn doors.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the monster bad guy outside of the door, like banging on it.
And he's roaring like a lion.
And the gap is big enough that if that skinny fuck wanted to, he could probably just squeeze his way in there and start murdering. But he just gives up. Like, he knows they're in there. That's why he's banging on the door. He's like, let me in. And they go, no. And he goes, fuck, I've been my only nemesis. A
Locked
slightly
doors.
closed door. And he just leaves. And he leaves. And then they go, oh, yeah. And then you get the, maybe they can't climb up ladders. And they
I
go,
mean, it kind of makes sense if you can't open doors. Like,
here's the problem. We discover very shortly that fucking hypothesis is wrong.
It's not
But
peer reviewed at all.
No. So they climb the ladder. They get up into the hayloft. They leave Brian there.
Oh no, it's Brian and
Darcy
And
Jessica.
Jessica.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
She goes back to the house for some reason.
Well, she tries.
No. She goes back to the house at first because then her boyfriend pulls a knife on her.
Yeah, they almost run into each other.
Oh, but hold on. They're trying to get the keys from Alex's body, and then
they're not there.
they're not there, or they might be there. I never see them get the keys, but then a scarecrow shows up, and it gets Angela, but not really.
Yeah, it just drags her off.
It cuts open her shirt to expose her breasts. And then
I thought
takes
it
her
slit
away.
her throat,
That's
but
what I thought too. That's what it looks like. But when we see her,
it just cuts her upper boob a little bit, I guess.
Slit her boob.
yeah,
slit her
she
boob.
slits her boob, and then her boobs bleed all down her.
And then she gets strung up with barbed wire
Yeah.
on the cross.
So that's when Sean gets the knife. Does it have any payoff, that knife?
I think he stabs.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
No. He stabs one of the scarecrows, pushes him into the generator's later.
That's way later.
Yeah.
What the fuck happens next?
That's when Jessica goes back to the barn to... What the fuck? She left the barn only to go right back?
Yeah.
I'm confused on what the logic is. Anyway, Jessica goes back to the barn and climbs up the ladder.
But not all the way up the ladder.
Not all the way up the ladder.
And you can see it coming from a mile away.
Yeah. All three of us were yelling.
Get all the way up there.
She getting dragged down by those feet.
Stop asking stupid questions.
Yeah.
Hurry. Sean has a plan, but we don't.
Yep.
Dumbass.
And you just hear screams and blood squelches off screen.
I remember
Off screen.
The subtitle said bone crunching. I was like, is he eating her?
It's
In his shoulder.
so frankly, for her death, right? She is the main character's girlfriend, love interest. We would expect to see
Her make it a little longer.
I thought she was final girl.
not even make it a little longer. Like we would expect to see her die in a way, like just die in general. But they're gonna save that emotional reveal for later, for the boyfriend. Which fuck, like she should have died in front of him.
It's a non-starter too. Yeah, he doesn't even know she's dead for a while. I don't think.
No, he has no idea. And
But
okay,
then the Scarecrow doesn't also. I think it really can't climb ladders or hasn't learned yet because it doesn't climb up after them.
No, yeah, just kills her in the bottom of the barn and then just hangs out.
Yeah, because there's lots of scenes with after that.
Yeah.
well, okay. So then the Darcy and Brian, Brian's like, you gotta go. You gotta leave and find Sean and get me out of here. You gotta get on the 4x4.
Gotta get the 4x4.
You gotta get the 4x4. It's got all-wheel drive, leather seats, front and back air conditioning.
I really do think they were trying to, after they made the movie, get like a sponsorship.
Yeah. So he's like, you gotta leave and you
All-wheel
gotta
drive.
come
There's
back.
plenty of space for me to lay out in the back.
Yeah.
Bleed to death in the
Yeah.
floorboards.
You can bleed to death in comfort.
And bleed to death in luxury in the back of that 4x4.
So she's like, I don't want to leave. I'm scared. And he's like, no, you gotta leave. So she leaves. And what does she do? Where does she go?
She goes to the house to tell Sean that Jessica died.
No. She's not gonna tell him. She doesn't want to tell him.
Yeah, she asked Brian, she's like, should I tell him? And he goes, I don't know.
He goes,
I guess.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess.
Whatever you're feeling.
No,
dead, I
because
don't care.
they're like on the stairs, right? And then he's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, is Brian? And she's like, he's alive. He's like, then Jessica. She's like, just starts crying.
And he goes, oh, balls.
I got everyone into this.
Not my GF.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get him out.
But Jessica got everybody into this.
Yeah,
Jessica
it's
did get everybody into
Jessica's
this.
fault.
And he's being real hard on himself.
Yeah.
And then he is this where he makes his booby trap?
The plot's pretty incomprehensible at this point. It's really
There's
just
a-
people running around like
There's a booby trap?
Yeah, where he like rigs the propane tank to explode.
yeah, this is no. This is the one they make this is when he tries to get the light. He's like, we got to get out of here. We all got to get to the Jeep. Let's turn the lights back on.
The generator went out.
The lights go out in the house, and he's like, we gotta sidetrack all the
Escape
plot.
is our number one priority. Let's go get the lights on.
It's just like Among Us. He's just turning it back on. They're
Yeah.
out there doing tasks.
Yeah, he's like, we have to escape, but first, man, this breaker thing, like I can just not leave a project undone.
Yeah.
So it turns into an episode of This Old House, and he's gonna go do some home improvement in the outhouse
Slash generator.
/ generator room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the shitting place / generator.
It's full of gas.
It's full
Is that
of
what they're
gas.
burning?
Yeah.
Shit power.
So
They split up, right? Like he goes to the generator and she goes back to the barn to get Brian.
and
Yes, that is what happens, right?
yeah.
Does he fight a scarecrow at the generator?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
So he's doing some electrician work. How did you feel about his electrical
It
work?
looked like he was hot wiring a car.
It looked like he was hot wiring a car.
It's like, I got a red and an orange.
And there's like little like After Effect like sparks.
Yeah, not even real sparks.
Not, it was just like a yellow circle.
But then surprise.
But yeah, and then just
Oh yeah, that's when the scarecrow just walks in behiing him and just stares at the back of his head.
yeah
For like
and,
10 minutes.
And he does the thing. He goes like this. He goes,
His hair stands straight
Yeah.
up. You can tell because his hair is constantly changing.
and then they get into a little fight, and he pushes him through the door, and then lights him the fuck on fire.
Oh man, the outtakes of that scene too are so funny.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second. So in the movie, they're fighting, and they're pushing. They're having a little push fight, and then he takes out his knife and stabs the scarecrow in the chest and like pushes him back. And you kind of get the idea he's supposed to like push him, I don't know, maybe into the generator room or something, right? Like it's in a normal movie, you would see him like push him through a door and he would fall down and then he would stand over him, you know, like the just defeated guy. But it's a wide shot from outside and he pushes him through the door. And when I say through the door, I mean the door is closed and there's like 3 planks of wood and the scarecrow falls through the door frame onto the ground.
You know that the actor that was in that scarecrow suit was like, "Ah, motherfucker!"
Well, yeah, that guy was playing 2 scarecrows.
Said not in the face.
Like, that fucking hurt, dude.
So he, but Scarecrow, upon getting knocked over, tips over some gasoline.
Yes.
Some loose free range gasoline.
Some cruelty-free
Yeah.
gasoline.
Just happens to not be sealed up in any way.
No. And, well, it's for the generator.
Yeah.
Sure.
Generator. Or maybe they knocked the generator over and it's built from that.
They knocked the whole generator over. How small is your generator?
It's just one of those little like Honda ones with like the 2 receps on it.
Yeah, the one that you have to fucking hotwire to get moving. So he knocks him over, and then he pulls out a book of matches, which he was using to light his pipe from earlier. And he lights the book of matches on fire, throws it
He
into...
has this cool action movie catchphrase, though.
What was it? Wasn't it like, how about some fire or something?
Eat fire, Scarecrow.
Yeah, it was like, eat fire, Scarecrow, or something like that, right?
A little fire, Scarecrow.
So anyway, at the end of the movie, we get to see some fun outtakes, or like, multiple takes of things that either weren't used or were used in the movie.
Bloopers, but also just mistakes.
They're kind of bloopers, yeah. They're not funny, and everyone making them looks really pissed off.
Whoever has the
little clapboard,
whatever the fuck that thing is called, like he just looks
Slate?
so.
Yeah, he hits the slate, and then, but like you see him in frame, and he's in focus, and he hits the slate, but like the look on his face, is like, man, I can't believe I'm still fucking doing this, and then leaves.
Take 43.
Yeah. But he's trying to light these matches. And
Fire, Scarecrow.
yeah, so he says his line, he goes, "Eat fire, Scarecrow," and then takes a match out and just looks at the match. Oh, fuck.
It keeps going.
I know, and you can hear the director going, "Oh, just keep going. Let's try another one. Eat fire, Scarecrow." And then someone goes, "Hey, can we get some accelerant on those matches?" So they just pour like fucking kerosene on a matchbook, and then they go, and then he throws it into the thing. Beautiful.
Immediately after that, though, there's the second shot of it, which is from behind Sean looking at the generator room. And
Oh yeah, and he
has a lighter in his hand. You can't see it, but you can hear it. And he's like on the ground, like trying to light. It's the same problem again. They just can't light this fucking fire.
But they don't cut away.
They don't cut
They
away.
just hold it, so you can hear through the boom mic.
Action.
And also the cicadas in the background.
Going wild.
And then they finally get it, and it's like just this tiny little fire, and it's not moving towards the thing at all.
That grass is so wet.
Yeah.
And then Scott, some asshole named Scott, comes over with like lighter fluid, and it's that's enough, Scott. Get out of the shot.
He comes back with another one though. I think
And
he
then
runs
walks
out.
out of the shot. Then he comes back in, and he's like trying to convince it to move.
They're trying to burn down West Virginia.
And the director's getting so mad. Get the fuck out of the shot. Scott, get out of there.
Oh my god.
Oh, poor
Mess.
Scott.
Okay, so we're down one Scarecrow.
Except for I thought there was only 2, but there's still 2 left. So was there a third Scarecrow?
There's
So
three.
there's 3 Scarecrows,
There's
and
three
we only
Scarecrows,
know
yeah.
this because we watched the credits.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't do a good job of establishing individual Scarecrows. They're all kind of samey, and they all have weird fucking masks.
They all have weird gray rubber masks and
Yeah,
overalls and
Yep.
like
It's not like
Take 'em.
one's really tall, one's really fat, and one's really short or something. They're all about the same height, and they're all about the same Scarecrow.
But that's because 2 of them are the same person.
That's
yeah,
true,
two of them,
actually,
two of them
yeah.
are played by the same actor, and so we're down to Scarecrow.
But now they know they can kill the scarecrows, and that's a good thing.
That was confusing too. Like, are they ghosts or?
But he kills him with his own knife, I think.
I think he stabs him and he's stuck. He's sticking
He's,
out. of him.
he's stuck in the door frame.
Yeah, like an ass.
So anyway, Darcy, the blonde one, goes
Yep.
back to Brian in the hayloft.
And he's taking a nap.
He's taking a nap with his eyes gouged out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the scarecrow shows up. and it's like super scary. No, that's right. He jumps out of the fucking
hay.
It's
Yeah.
like, brah.
I didn't call it, but the entire time I was
should've.
thinking it because they show the wide shot and Brian's just laying there, just dead, and I'm like, he's 100% jumping out of hay, and then
Surprise, motherfucker!
surprise, motherfucker, jumps out of some hay, and then slowly walks to her with a sickle. Right? He's got his sickle there.
Yeah.
Darcy's just kind of standing there,
Peeing.
just like she's just
scared.
sitting there, just like.
She definitely was peeing.
Peeing.
She's peeing and crying at the same time.
And then he like looks over and there's like a whole bunch of weapon like hammers and axes and stuff, and he's like looks at his sickle, looks at them, and he's like, ooh, and then he goes shopping for a little bit, and Darcy's still just
And Darcy's just standing there like, oh, what's he gonna get me with?
He's like,
This is exciting.
hammer,
No.
No.
axe,
Maybe.
big fucking glove from Dark Souls.
Yeah. It is just a large stick with an even bigger blade on the end.
I don't know what weapon that is, but I want one.
And then finally he goes for her, and she takes a couple steps back, and then from out of nowhere comes Sean. Jonathan
And the
brings
John Cena theme plays.
Sean Cena.
Sean Cena. You know, he was invisible. He couldn't see him.
I feel like he was hyped up from that kill.
Probably.
And he's
yeah.
like, I can kill anything. He just runs out and just wrestles with them right away.
He's like, I want to kill
Yeah.
more things.
He's like, I'm going to beat their ass.
So how does he murder Scarecrow? How does he murder Scarecrow number 2?
I hate it, but it was like kind of a cool shot.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That he's wrestling with the Scarecrow, and Darcy grabs a meat hook that's just in the barn, stabs the Scarecrow in the back, and then he jabs that giant like stick blade on his foot and like pins him to the floorboards, and then they raise the chain. Like,
They like hit.
And
There's
they-
like a block or something that drops a sandbag.
yeah.
It does something.
And since his feet are stuck to the floor and the hook's in his back, they sort of just rip him in half.
And the
Which
guts.
is fun. There's not nearly enough blood for it happening.
No. The other dude got stabbed in the shoulder and was like pissing blood all the way to his ankles.
Couldn't walk.
Yeah. And
This
couldn't
dude
walk.
had his whole intestines ripped out. I guess he's dead. Maybe that was a choice.
Maybe.
Do zombies bleed when you shoot them?
Maybe.
Not really.
Do zombies bleed? I don't know.
Either way, guts hanging out. Scarecrow number 2
But
iced.
we're gonna jump back to the post credits now, and we get to see the behind the scenes of that.
Oh,
shot,
yeah.
too.
Take 6. Like,
So in the behind the scenes credits, they're trying the gag where they don't use that shot, I don't believe.
I don't think so.
they did that so many times.
Yeah. So what they did is they basically had the dummy on the meat hook, and then like his intestines, but then he was wearing overalls, and I think what they were supposed to do is pull him up, and they were supposed to pull him out of his overalls, and the overalls would fall to the floor, and his like lower half would have the intestines hanging out, or his upper half would have the intestines hanging out. But every time they just kept pulling him up with his overalls. And so they're just pulling up this like dummy with these like blood-filled legs.
And you can hear the director. And first of all, the guy with the clip just looks pissed the entire time.
Oh, yeah. And then they're like,
You can
and,
hear the director like face palm, like,
and it's so funny too, because they do it like 6 times, right? Like he was saying, they do it like 6 times. And the first time it's, all right, camera speeding, action, and 3, 2, 1, pull. And then
doesn't work.
doesn't work.
Fail.
By the 6th take, it's all right, 3, 2, 1, pull, and then it works, and they go, and everyone laughs and claps,
Yeah. It's like, and cut.
just right away. It's like, all right, cut.
You could tell they were just done. They were like, they got the shot and they weren't even excited. They were just like, I'm fucking
Oh yeah,
done.
they were
Let's
over
move
it.
on.
They were like, let's wrap for the day.
We just saw Angela
Oh, that's right.
stumble upon the key.
Okay, so she found the key.
All right. So Angela's not dead.
She does die.
No,
She does be dead.
no.
But right now, not dead.
Because remember, she was looking for the key with Alex, and then she got her boob slit. We thought it was her throat slit, and she's crucified, but she's not really dead.
Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
out of her crucifixion
And is
by just wiggling a little
And
bit.
out of her dismemberment for some reason.
Yeah, she doesn't get dismembered. Yeah.
Yeah, they just put her up there. I think they were just like holding her hostage, maybe, but that doesn't really seem like they're.
It doesn't seem
type
like
of thing.
they're-
They didn't do that to Alex.
or anybody else.
Or Jessica.
No.
Yeah.
But they also didn't dismember anybody else.
I'm confused where they got the key though, because she just falls off the cross and like lands face first in the key for the 4x4.
I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
the
he-
scarecrow had it and dropped it.
I don't know.
Is that
I
it?
don't know why the fuck he'd steal keys, but he can't open a door.
Well, we got the keys to the 4x4, and that's all that matters.
Yep.
We're getting the events a little bit out of order, but so the scarecrow's dead. Angela's alive and running through the corn.
Yep.
There's one scarecrow left
Who is now chasing Angela.
who is chasing Angela. What happens?
How does she die?
Well, they reunite with her first, Darcy and Sean.
Yeah, there's 3 left. I think that's when he finds out that Jessica's dead.
No, he
Well, yeah.
knows that Jessica's dead at
He
this
knows that
point
Jessica's
because-
dead. He stumbles on her body.
That's
well, like
it.
not a
That's
body,
it.
like a pool of blood that was
Just
supposedly her.
guts. Yeah.
Oh, he stumbles on her guts and Darcy's like, "Hey, come on." And he goes, "Huh? Come on." And he goes, "Yeah." And then just gets up and fucks off.
Yeah,
They hear a scream, right? And he goes, "It could be
It could be Angela.
Jessica
It
or
could be-
Angela."
Well, no, not Jessica. He's like, it could be Angela or it could be your girl, Alex. He's like, she could still be alive.
No, they saw her
It's got to be Jessica. Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
right.
they
It's gotta
said
be
Jessica.
So they run out to try and save Angela. How does Angela die? Doesn't she just get stabbed in the back? She's like
Yeah.
standing far away and just gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like standing in like a crop circle or something. and
Oh,
they try to
she
get in
gets stabbed in the back by a low resolution JPEG.
Fucking O face. Oh. His eyes were like.
God, yeah, it looks bad.
And then
It
it
is.
like slowly pans up, and I'm like, why are they? And it's so slow, and I'm like, why are they doing this? What the fuck is taking so long? And then we get a little video toaster where his eyes
like-
turn yellow for a second,
like,
but
oh.
like
It really reminded me of the Spawn movie.
a little bit, yeah.
When he like Spawn looks over and it's just like, ching. Like,
So they're running away and they're trying to get in the car and
well, this is where they.
oh wait, hold on. We
sort of
gotta back up.
split
Hold on, we gotta back up a little bit actually because
What did we
before they
miss?
found Angela, they heard her screaming in the forest, and Sean's like, Darcy, let's go into the forest and find her. He's like, I can't go back in there. I'm too scared. He's like, says the most sensible thing in the movie is like, no, let's not split up. And then Angela gets killed, and he's like, all right, let's split up.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll distract them. They're after me.
Yeah, we're gonna split up. I'm gonna zig, you're gonna zag,
Yeah.
and we're gonna be all right. And she goes, oh.
And then the
yeah,
scarecrow
man."
jumps in front of her, and they try to split up, and he immediately turns to Darcy. And starts
Yeah.
chasing
Yeah.
her. Sean's like, no, you gotta chase me.
He starts insulting him too. Like he's trash talks him.
Yeah, hey, you ugly son of a bitch! It's me you want. My granddaddy
My
killed
grandpa
you.
killed you, you piece of fucking shit.
Yeah, now are you gonna end my fucking line? What are you gonna do, bitch? And then he goes, oh yeah, you're right, and just like starts
Scarecrow's
walking
like-
towards him.
Chases him.
Sure, I don't know.
And then they, but has he already made the booby trap?
I think he's making it. He's actually making it.
Oh, he's making it right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made a booby trap with a propane tank that
Yeah.
Darcy doesn't know how to lug around.
No,
No.
Darcy's too weak for it.
So she carries it with her back. This is hours earlier, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got it set up in the grain silo. That there's a propane tank, and he sets it up as a trap. Right. So he's gonna lure the guy in there, and you're like, okay, we're gonna see a grain silo explode.
Yeah, because it's a grain silo and full of propane.
Full propane. So you're like, easy, big explosion. Let's end this movie with a fucking bang.
Yeah.
And they're gonna, but we're not there yet. So they split up, and Sean is running through the corn forest. Does he? Yeah. So he goes to the silo because he's now gonna like lure the remaining scarecrow to the silo to trap it.
Yeah.
And Darcy runs back to the car, but the car won't start. The 4x4 that we've put all of our hopes and dreams into won't start.
They were gonna fund this movie with that sponsorship.
But it didn't come through, so they were like, you know what? Fuck this 4x4.
Yeah.
Now it broke down.
I found a first aid kit though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What?
good thing.
What is a nice common item to find in a first aid kit?
Isopropyl alcohol.
No, keep going.
Stitches.
Nope.
Band-aids.
Nope.
Antibiotics.
Flare gun.
Antihistamine.
Flare gun.
Gun.
Flare gun. You know, in your first aid kit that you keep in the driver's side of your car. Flare gun. So we see her run away with the first aid kit. What were you all thinking when you saw that?
I had no idea.
I figured that someone was going to get hurt and she was going to be like, pulled out the magic Band-Aid or something, and like the Flintstones Band-Aid.
It looked like a pretty hefty box. I was like, maybe she's just
Well, yeah,
gonna
it's a gun box.
bash him over the head with it, like a weapon, maybe.
Yeah, like I
Maybe
don't.
save one of the people that we thought was dead, but was
Yeah.
really not. I don't know.
Or
Angie,
the-
she's fucking indestructible.
Yeah.
Died like 3 times in this movie.
Sean's moving through the corn forest. He moves into the silo, and he goes, "Over here, bitch." Moves into the silo, and then forgets how to do a propane tank. Just
Yeah,
can't.
he fumbles with
He
it
fumbles with it.
Yeah.
forever.
And then he again, if you saw the outtakes, he doesn't know how to light matches,
Yeah.
so he's like trying to. Where did he get all these matches?
That was my question. You're
'Cause he
smoking weed
burned
with
up
a
all
lighter.
because he burned up all his matches.
No.
I guess he just had
Yeah,
a
he
second
lit the whole
pack, I guess.
book.
I don't know.
He had to have 2 packs.
Yeah. Was he trying to light matches in there? Yeah, because he goes.
I think he was. I thought he was gonna sacrifice himself. He was like, "Come on, you son of a bitch!" And then because the whole movie he's like, "They're after me. They're after me.
Yeah.
I'll lead them away." Like he's very
Yeah. So they're in
on
the,
that level.
They're in the silo. It's slowly filling up with propane. He can't light a match. So then he just leaves. He like
He's
tries to
just-
get out.
And the guys, the scarecrow's like taking shots at him, but it just
hitting dirt.
hitting
Oh yeah,
dirt.
but he's just laying there like Burt Reynolds in
Yeah.
front of on the bear rug.
Just like, oh hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh hey, nice fancy meeting you here.
He's like, my
Yeah.
matches aren't lighting, so he just walks out. It's fine. And then the scarecrow goes over to the window. He just Sean Crowd. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. And so he escapes out the window of the silo. The scarecrow goes to meet him at the window and is just looking out. And he goes, "Darcy!" And because
She goes-
Darcy's there.
And she goes, blow off some steam,
Yeah.
Bennett.
No, she goes, "You're blocking my shot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was better.
Yours was better.
And then remember, no, but hold on. She shoots it, and then
Oh my God. Yeah. No, she fires it. Right?
And there's like 40 seconds of smoke.
And then it just
just
holds
hold.
on her.
Hold. Don't you fucking move.
Oh, it's a mannequin.
He's gonna die so hard.
She misses. Why are we holding? Why are we holding?
Hold for the
Why do we hold? Why do we hold?
We hold on to things that we love.
to get back up. That's why we fall.
We hold to feel close.
We hold on shots of Darcy shooting a flare gun.
So she shoots the flare gun, right?
It holds.
It holds, man. And to the
And
point,
we're all on the edge of our seat, and like,
yeah,
yeah, we filmed it this time so you can show it, and we're just all.
we're waiting because I want to see the flare. I want to see the explosion.
And a little tough to fire happens.
Yeah.
And then CGI fire over a JPEG, and it's fast. It's just
No, they hold. No! That's what the movie was building towards. No!
oh, way to trip on your dick at the finish line. So he uses a scythe to knock off a dummy's head that's on fire. Now this part is excellent
In the
because we
outtakes?
get to see in the outtakes, right? He goes, take this, bitch, or whatever his fucking stupid one-liner is, and he
Oh
swings.
no! I'm a Connell, not a baker.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Connell, not
She's
a
a
baker.
jock, dude.
And then swings and misses. And you can hear the director go, "All right, let's take that again from
because
the top."
he tries it a bunch of times, like swings and misses, and tries like 3 times.
But yeah, the director's like, "Hey, stop. Like, stop doing what you're doing." And he knocks the head off. By the way, the dummy is on fire, the silo is on fire, and the dummy's head that he just knocked off is on fire. So Sean goes and picks up the flaming dummy head
Like hot potato.
by
Yeah.
like the eyes. And you can hear the director going, "Stop doing that. Put it down." And then a guy comes up with like flame gloves and like a fire extinguisher and goes, "Put it down. Put it down. What the fuck are you doing? Put it down." And he goes, "No, I got this." and puts it back on the dummy.
And he's like clearly moving fast because he just lit his hands on fire.
Yeah, because his fucking hands are burning. And then he goes, I'm a Connell, not a Baker, and then knocks it off. And that is the take they use in the movie.
That's the take.
That's the take, baby.
Warts and all, baby. That's it.
So what the fuck? How does it end? What do we do? We just
Darcy and Sean just walk off screen.
Yeah, and then it fades out to fire.
Also, in the outtakes, like 50 people on the set just run in with these little kitchen fire extinguishers and just start spraying.
Oh yeah, because they were about to light the whole of West Virginia on fire.
Yeah. Oh man. And yeah, the movie ends.
Yep.
That's the movie.
He does that one liner. He's like, I don't know what happens next, but I'm gonna sell this place.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bitch, you're going to jail.
Credits.
You were 100% because you were mentioning that. Oh no, I forgot. We got a recap of all the stuff that
The
happened.
entire movie.
That's another thing this movie does. This isn't the first time it's done that either, where it recaps what's already happened in the movie.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it has done this twice.
remember that scene you saw 20 minutes ago? Just a reminder.
Yeah,
We'll just reuse that footage.
it's like previously on Dark Harvest, and then there you get a little recap, and then the movie continues. And I got a fucking fly fucking me up.
Damn.
All right. So this movie sucked on ice.
But it was kind of fun at the end.
It was
The last half
kind
of it was
fun.
pretty fun, I thought.
It was okay.
Lots of boobs. No
Lots
penis.
of
That's-
blood.
Lots of blood.
We have a woman named Booty Tuning.
A woman named Just watch it for that.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Booty tuning.
Just watch it for booty tuning.
Can you DM us or something? We want to have you on the show.
Booty tuning.
Yeah.
So that's the movie. That's the movie film. Aaron, how did you feel about the movie?
It was about what I expected.
Okay.
When a movie is called Dark Harvest, and then its tagline is "It'll scare the crop out of you," it did not disappoint any of my expectations. It's exactly what I thought it would be.
Gareth, same question.
Yeah, when you think of bad movies, this is like a meat and potatoes bad movie. Not in a bad way though. It's fun. You can make a drinking game out of the continuity of our protagonist's hair. That's cool. Yeah. It's a typical bad movie.
It's not incompetent.
No.
It sometimes it is, like sometimes stuff's just not in focus, which sure. But and the sound is sometimes very roomy, despite there clearly being a boom on one character but not another.
It's very amateur and very low budget, but it's not ever like unwatchable by any means.
Yeah, like if they had just a little more money for a little more film and maybe another boom operator, or maybe getting lavs on people or something, man. Like they could have done a little more with the sound. There was also a music sting that happens before we see the visual sting.
Yeah. Yeah, the reveal of the first scarecrow and the prelogue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when he takes the hood off of the wife.
Also, there's a bunch of scenes where they cut to black, like a picture of the moon, like scene transitions.
Yeah.
One of them, there's a monkey. It's very clearly a rainforest.
Yeah, they're using like rainforest room tone or whatever. So
Just hear like a ooh, ah, ah, ooh. It's like, that's not in West Virginia. Where are you guys?
yeah, like I said, not incompetent. They needed a little more time in the oven, I think, this movie, because this is not only a bad movie, it is a bad horror movie. Now, horror movies can get away with being bad by having fun kills, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have fun enough kills to make up for some of the other incompetent stuff in the movie?
Ooh.
I think so.
I think, well, my problem with this is we have two very repetitive kills. Alex dies by getting stabbed in the back, and then Angela dies by getting stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
And that's a little, and then
Also, Brian kind of got stabbed in the back.
Kind of.
well,
yeah.
Brian, okay, fuck. Brian dies off camera.
Yeah.
Jessica
Dies off.
dies off camera.
You're right.
And then the other two make it out.
Yeah.
So we only see 2 people die, and they have a very repetitive death. Now, in the outtakes,
But we do see all 3 scarecrows die at least.
we
Yep.
do see all 3. Yeah,
But
but
2 by fire.
2 by fire.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess if you count the cop and Elijah Baker at the beginning.
That was good. There was the shotgun to the cop.
The shotgun to cop was pretty good. And then deputy unloading his 6-shooter.
Deputy P shooter.
Yeah, deputy P shooter wasn't great, but okay, sure. Well, no. So I don't think the kills justify how bad the rest of the movie was.
No,
I think you're right. Yeah.
no. I mean, the kills are mediocre.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. In a Mad Max mood today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a lot of blood.
There was a
But
lot of blood.
You're right. The kills themselves were.
not good enough.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's not the worst thing we've watched on this. And I've only seen 4 movies with you guys.
Yeah.
So
Hell no.
The biggest sin this movie commits is just being boring. It's not frustratingly bad.
and I think the incompetence is funny enough that even if you're not super tuned in with film, you're going to see that it's wrong. And
Yeah.
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, if you're a casual viewer watching old films or like old horror, like if you come across this horror movie and you're like, "Ooh, I want to check this out," you're gonna realize on your own that it's bad. You don't need us to tell you that if you want.
You're going to notice, I think, the lighting's kind of bad. You're going to notice that the color temperature's wrong. The sound's very inconsistent.
Yeah,
And the frame rate and focus is also pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
Gareth,
Yes.
what could they have done to maybe make it a little better, a little more watchable? What do you think? Let's just go for one big one. We need one thing.
Oh, well, that's easy because what you want to do is as boring as everything else was, we learned this from the last movie. Is like all you need are those pops. So you just need to put as much time and money and energy into just a couple of kills. In this movie, I mean, everything else can be trash, and as long as you get the people hyped, get like a head, blow up a zombie head. That'd be cool, like a scarecrow head. Fill it with dynamite and dog food and blow it up.
Yeah.
That'd be a sweet thing to do.
I mean, they had all those guts laying around. Like,
Yeah.
just reuse them, stick them in a head with a little bit of explosive, and then do your little like drag shutter bullshit and blow it up. It would look great. Aaron, same question. What do you think? What one big thing could we have used to make this a little more watchable of an experience?
I agree with you guys. I think the kills being bigger would make it better. I also think just generally like a better storyline, because I'll forgive a lot if the story makes sense, but
I think
This
what they're
didn't make sense at
trying to
all.
do is I think they're trying to get the story out of the way so there could just be the fun kills at the end.
yeah,
They spend too much time on the story, though.
They definitely spend the first half of the movie.
they rush drag it throughout the first half.
Like
Yeah.
we could have
Perfect.
we could have skipped all the shit at the beginning and just had the guy explaining to his friends, like, "Oh, I inherited this weird house."
Yeah, like in the car on the way
In the car on the way there. Like,
Or like maybe him and the lawyer are touring the place at the beginning, and then he's like, "Well, I'm having my friends over later," and
Yeah.
then the friends there, and we can just get moving right away.
yeah. Or we could have even done like, so hey, like they're on the car on the way there listening to music, and it's like, "Hey man, what are you gonna do with your new inherited house? Like your new property? You're a property owner." We could have gone with that. We could have gotten it all out of the way. We could have done the I'm getting too in the weeds here. I don't want to punch up the script. But I agree the exact same. The horror movie needs good kills. You can forgive a lot. Like we can forgive the shitty long exposition at the beginning the same way we did with Prophecy.
Yep.
If you just get to a good kill. And, they had some stuff laying around that they used for like blood and guts. They just didn't want to film it.
I think because we saw in the outtakes when they try to like decapitate Alex or something like that, it just looks bad. Like it looks like a mannequin just like wibbling around.
Well, so what you do in that case is you do the decapitation and cut real quick.
Yep.
You cut the implication or whatever is enough, and then you can cut back to the dummy in a better angle with blood spurting out of its head. You
Yeah.
can do all of that. It's completely fine, and that works.
What they should have done was like have the Scarecrow with like a bat or like a club or something like that, and he could run up to Alex and then hit her, and then she could explode into feathers.
Yeah.
You could throw her into a rock.
Where was that?
So we needed better kills.
Yes.
What did you like most about the movie?
Ironically, it's the kills still.
Yeah.
I wanted them to be better. I wanted more of them, but
It's somehow the peak and the weak spot.
yep.
Yeah.
Maybe some more spooky stuff with the ghost. Maybe that could be a little bit, that could go somewhere other than just be an exposition dump. But I don't really care. Just kill people.
I liked how they didn't do this on purpose. Sometimes the framing and timing of stuff made it feel like they were going for like a comedy. Like when one of the scarecrows like comes over to him while he's like working on the generator. Like I said, it's got that comedy timing where he's like, ooh, and
Like,
then there's that. Well, then there's the other shot.
right behind me, Scoops.
He's standing right behind me,
Very
isn't he?
Scooby-Doo.
There's the other shot after Angela gets stabbed where it pans up slowly to the face, and the face is just dead center, fucking flat lit, and that's a comedy thing. Like that's
Pretty
center
funny.
framing, like with, and then we get the little eye flash.
Yeah, the little After Effects.
I was
video
fucking
toaster bullshit.
dying. Like that is hilarious. So like my favorite part is inadvertently like the bad editing and the bad timing of
So
stuff.
just make it a more campy then.
You could have made it more campy.
Yeah.
You could have gone full like 19 like or I don't remember when the first horror movie was made, but like that early stuff where like everything happens real slow and like really exaggerated. Like when someone gets stabbed, it's like like
Yeah.
fucking go Troll 2.
Old
No,
Shallow.
no. Like, no.
Oh my god, I'm banging it. Oh wait, no, hold on. What does he say? They're eating her.
Yeah, oh my god, they're eating her.
then they're
No,
gonna eat
no.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my God, that's it.
And the
Yeah.
fly. It was on his forehead.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. Okay, so
But this is still. I don't want to shit on this movie too hard because
Yeah.
we've definitely this. It's no.
oh, I hated
Alien
it.
Raiders?
Alien,
No,
no,
that
Alien
was-
Raiders was great.
Alien Raiders was a
What?
masterpiece.
Like,
There's one
we're
after
still
Compared to
fighting
the
about that.
The Scribbler.
Scribbler?
Scribbler. It looks worse, but is better than the Scribbler.
I put it about dead heat.
Oh, well, all right. Okay. So actually I looked this up
Oh, no.
No, no.
because I was looking at the main actor looked a little familiar to me. So I was like, I'm gonna go look up main actor. He's not been in anything else. This is the only thing he's ever been in.
Not even
so-
Dark Harvest 2?
He wasn't in Dark Harvest
But
2.
he's the whole plot, like the reason that the scarecrows are happening.
He is.
Maybe.
How the fuck are they going to make a second one? And a third one that I just purchased? I'm disappointed.
All right. IMDb.com.
Okay.
Out of 10, what do you think 939 people average rating for Dark Harvest was?
I'm going to go 4 out of 10.
No, I was thinking of 4 too. I don't want to pick the same thing as you.
Going
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go real high with it. I'm gonna go with like a 7.6.
2.7 out of
Jeez.
10.
Woo!
And out of that, right? Okay. We have 91 10-star reviews,
Damn.
370 one-star reviews.
So 91 people who made the
10%
film.
So 10% of people love this movie, and 33% of people hated every piece of this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of these one-star reviews just say things like, don't waste your money, junior high
Damn it.
school effort, kindergarten results.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's harsh.
Okay, I'm not gonna. There's definitely effort in this movie.
Yeah.
Say what you will. They tried. They just didn't know what they were doing.
That like action dude,
Yeah.
he'd been doing that all fucking day.
Yeah.
They waited until night to get that shot at night, and he's pissed about it. It was a lot of effort.
They started filming at 6 a.m. that day.
Yeah. And there were no sandwiches. Because there's no fridge.
Craft. There's no craft service. Yeah, the fridge didn't work.
There's no fridge.
That was all what the crew was supposed to be eating
They
all
had to
day.
bathe in the pond.
So,
I don't think it's a. What did you say it was?
2.7.
2.7. It's not that bad.
you don't think it's a 2.7?
No.
I do. Like,
I'm in the same boat.
you want me to go first?
Aaron, go first.
I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5
What?
puny fire extinguishers.
Gareth.
I want to give this 1 Dark Harvest out of 3 Dark Harvests.
33. Okay. I'm going to give this...
Guess what my rating for Dark Harvest 2 is going to be?
You dick.
2 out of 3.
2 out of...
You son of a bitch. That's funny.
I can't even think of anything funny or clever this time.
Fire extinguishers?
No. Oh, fuck the fire extinguisher. I don't care. I'm giving this a 2 out of 10 flare guns in a first aid kit.
Fair.
And
Same score again.
yeah, so it has charm, but it's not good. Is it worth... Okay, would you recommend it, Aaron?
Yeah. Because I love bad movies.
2 out of 10. You recommend it 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, we need the first Dark Harvest before we can watch the next Dark Harvest.
That's my main concern is like
What if there's like
this.
plot, like
This got
continuity?
money for a sequel.
Someone.
And not only a sequel, but a thruple. Like,
It's basically it's like
Threequel.
It's
Yeah.
like Lord of the Rings.
yeah, it's a trilogy. So what is the second? I hope the second one has more budget, bigger kills. Like it might have all the issues that we saw in Dark Harvest.
Yeah, I hope it just has a
Resolved.
better camera and everything else remains the same.
Yeah.
I'll be mad.
And an extra boom mic.
There's gonna be more tits.
Yeah.
And
had-
more dong.
Oh, they better hang dong. That's all I want in the sequel to Dark Harvest.
Dark Harvest 2.
Yeah, I want to see some dick harvest.
And cut.
All right, we watched a movie.